Hey gang, would-be farmer here, Central Florida, somewhere between Orlando and Jacksonville. That's my usually intro spiel, but that's where we are. We have just had a lot of thunder and lightning and some rain. Well, let's go see what we got. Let's go see what's going on. Our permaculture paradise here is not the Better Homes and Gardens version. It's not super easy to photograph. We're a little bit wild, a little bit sloppy. We were focusing on getting a lot of natives in here. Letting the earth do a lot of its own regeneration. In other words, if we stop mowing, things start growing. And then of course, we brought in some exotics to provide food for us. Papayas, for example. They're not going to grow they're not going to grow naturally and natively here. They're not from Central Florida. They're certainly not. Avocados, guava, a whole bunch of other stuff. I'm even trying to grow a mango, believe it or not, in this part of the world. And it's gotten beat up a few times. That's what you see right here. But I wasn't sure when I started doing the permaculture thing here if a mango would work. I was like, well, I'll give it a shot. I don't think I would plant it again. I don't think I'd plant it right now, knowing what I know. It's definitely more suitable for South Florida. It's a tropical plant. And you can pull it off in some areas with good protection. Not typically in Zone 9 though, and that's where we are, USDA Zone 9. That is where we will see typically temperatures in the 20s. When I say typically, that's what's expected around here, temperatures in the 20s as a low during the winter. Of course, last couple of winters, it's been a little bit different. We had a 14 this last winter and an 11. In fact, I'll take you right to where we had an 11 degree showing. 11 degrees. Now, I didn't mean it was 11 for a week straight, or 11 is a low 5 times in a month. It got down to 11. I know that because I came out here and I took a picture of my thermometers. My thermometer in Fahrenheit. It was 11 degrees. So that's a Zone 8, but that's not typically what we see here. We typically see temperatures that reach the low 20s, mid 20s. A couple years we even had temperatures that got right down to 30. Anyway, this is where we saw 11 degrees, and I put the thermometer in the winter right down there on the ground because I want to know what the ground temperature is. Typically, thermometers are placed about 6 feet high or so. They're easy to read, out of the way, and they're often on the side of a building or somewhere a little warmer than surrounding areas. So let's see what our rain gauge says. Our rain gauge says about 3/4 of an inch. About 3/4 of an inch. Okay. So that's what we got. We only had about a half an inch in the last 2 weeks, and it's really hot here right now. It has cooled down to 70. Thank you, thunderstorms. We had a real feel of 107 earlier today. A real feel of 107. Lots of humidity and temperatures in the 90s. It was kind of hot. So anyway, this is what we're looking like now. And folks, we have been telling people that we are selling this beautiful property. It's our little slice of heaven, which we love, we adore. But family is important. Family is calling us out west. I have brothers in Southern California. Jan's son is making his career in Southern California. So we're going to head out that way. No, we're not moving to Southern California. We're moving to New Mexico, but we want to be a day's drive from our family. We want to be closer to them. As we get older, those things become more and more important to most folks. We are no exception to that feeling, to that rule. We would like to get closer to family. Anyway, so I wanted to come outside and take a quick look and see, and see how green everything is. It's lovely out here. It is nice. And I need to get my machete working because For example, we got a little growth in there past that fence. Now, that's not a path I take often. I do try to keep the paths fairly clear. The paths that are used frequently, high use paths. And this is our drive coming in from our lovely country road. But yeah, this is nice. We are selling this, folks, so spread it around, spread the word. Somebody wants to live halfway between Jacksonville and Orlando. We are 90 miles from either, and we are about an hour and a half from Gainesville, about an hour from St. Augustine, an hour from Daytona. So it's either in a very, 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 very good location, but if you're someone who wants a 15-minute commute to a big city, to do a big city kind of job, this isn't going to work. This wouldn't work for you. This is definitely a permaculture property. 800 square foot, cozy country cottage. And we will probably be putting this up for sale. We don't know exactly when, but it's probably going to be in the spring of 2003. And I am, if I can, going to get back into the house. Nice talking to y'all, nice sharing the video, and I love you, and I love you, and I love you.